Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Teen Wolf. So let's start talking about this episode. So here we get to see the aftermath of missing Styles, of him not being in reality. So, of course we don't actually get to see Styles in this episode. I thought maybe we'd get like 2 minutes of him in every episode, so I guess they're just waiting for the big reveal of what actually happened to Styles, where has he been, towards the end of the season. But this episode, we get to see the reaction of the people that are important to him in his life. We have Scott feeling like he's missing his best friend, but doesn't know he has a best friend. We have Malia, who's literally converting back to her coyote ways before she met Styles. And then Lydia, who is having these banshee-type visions that is connected to Styles, connected to the night when he disappeared. So now all three of them figure out, alright, something's wrong. Lydia admits that she loved Styles, which was awesome. But they do find out the name in the end, and I love what Lydia says. What's a Styles? Because really, you wouldn't think, oh, that's a person, of course. Because it is such a nickname that's not very common, obviously. And the big reveal of this episode being Styles' father having his wife. His wife is still alive. Styles' mother is still alive. So was it Styles' fault that his mom died? Like, what's the connection there? Why is she still alive? Very cool scene there that I just did not see coming. So even though this was a more character-driven episode, there were those twists and turns. Now, I'll say the weaker part of this episode is what was weaker in the premiere. Honestly, the little puppies, we'll call them. That part of the story, yes, it's obviously connected to the Ghost Rider storyline, and it wasn't that heavy in the story, but I was very much more invested in our older characters than their storyline. I kind of felt like it was a little fillerish, but at least it was connected in some way to the Ghost Rider. But I really enjoyed this issue this episode because it really digs deep into our main characters and why Styles is so important to this show. Even though he's never had powers or any of those things, he is the heart of the show and had a connection to all these characters, a real deep connection. I could say both Scott, Malia, and Lydia. I just loved a lot of their scenes. And also, interesting to mention that Lydia's mom is still in deep denial of the werewolves, even though she knows they exist. She's like, you know, Beacon Hills High is a safe place, so. And then when Lydia's screaming, she's like, oh, just go back to bed, don't worry. So hopefully we do get an episode where Lydia's mom is not so much in denial, because she's been in denial for a couple of seasons now. So we'll see if Lydia and her mom finally have a conversation together about the supernatural stuff, because they are very much tiptoeing. And in this episode, that's highlighted when directly Mason says, werewolves, it's a werewolf problem. And she's like, don't say that, no. Obviously she knows werewolves exist. She's not that far in denial, but she doesn't really want to have it in her mind. So I thought even though there wasn't a lot of scenes with her, there was some interesting plot and story being developed with her with the scenes she did have. So a very well done episode that makes the audience and characters miss Styles and build up this mystery, but also making it very character driven, making it about the pack, where I think Teen Wolf really does its best, and why I think last season it kind of had its hiccups because it was separating the pack. Now it's them together, and also seeing some characters we haven't seen in a while, like Deedon, Parrish. So it's nice to see those characters too, and Coach. That was cool. He had a couple of awesome scenes here as Liam is wanting to maybe be the captain of the team. We'll see where that goes. So it's nice to see some lacrosse too. So very well done second episode for the season. Really liking this half of the season so far. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links to my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.